Now I remember we used to reign supreme. Now to survive your nightmare, I had to have a dream. And you murdered me with no hesitation. Burned down Black Wall Street and ended segregation. This country was built on Confederation. It was a school system when they miseducating. They tell you, get a career and college will help. Their biggest fear is us developing knowledge of self. Sick and back and forth with his mind. Token Negroes on the front line. Walking dead is our state of mind. Programmed to kill our own kind. 500 years we've been getting signs. But yet we pretend as if we're blind. The police are still out of line. It feels like we're running out of time. White privilege equals black oppression. Police mishandle our youth with aggression. Forcing innocent men to make confessions. The people we trust abuse their profession. You say we should march, I say to hell with your suggestions. Voted for Obama, but we ain't make no progression. Elected for 2 terms, the race soldiers came out. Shooting up churches, blown a senator's brain out. Yet the killers arrested and treated to a meal. We ain't gotta do shit, and we still getting killed. They purging our community with impunity. The lack of unity with us makes it very easy to ruin me. We don't control dollars, and dollars control politics, and we don't have shit to offer, not even a pot of piss. I tell you niggas to read, y'all start laughing, and most of you I hear are all talk with no reaction. And cops can shoot young niggas down for recreation. We all need to learn the law, bear arms with registration. But y'all standing on the couches, popping bottles, thinking shit a joke, competing with the elite when it's obvious that you were broke. Look at our condition. They use drugs to cause division, so we can help carry out their mission. It's gonna take more than a hashtag to change anything. So soldiers, grab your AKs and let freedom ring. Sick and back and forth with his mind. Token Negroes on the front line. Walking dead is our state of mind. Programmed to kill our own kind. 500 years we've been getting signs. But yet we pretend as if we're blind. The police are still out of line. It feels like we're running out of time.
Made it here safe. Traffic got a little rough when I got close. But yeah, I'm out here.
Fast forward to the day, still the dope is clear, distraction, tunnel vision. I am focused, 3 hours deep, I shit it on a POTUS. Blacks voting, dissy crap, that is bogus. Coronavirus spread it in many lives, but that Trump would use the tragedy to be magically re-elected. We were screaming reparation, they tried to make it forget it with a stimulus. We might have to use to pay a medic. Get a dose of authenticity, most niggas synthetic, they'll tell you anything if it means.
What's going on? I feel a lot of us that's like boycott the NBA, boycott Nike, and I'm with all that. I'm with it all. You know, I love basketball, but anybody that know me will tell you, I haven't watched football about 8 years. I haven't watched one game in about 8 years. So it ain't hard for me at all to do this. You know what I'm saying? I see some people like, well, if the players ain't boycotting, what I'm a boycott for? This is what you gotta understand, consumer. This is what you have to understand, viewer. Viewers dictate sponsors. So whether those players go on that floor or not, if the sponsors see that people aren't watching these games, that means whatever they sponsoring ain't being seen. And they're gonna withdraw their business dealings with the NBA. It's that simple. I don't even understand how some of you could be comfortable to support a league that's sitting here trying to condemn Kyrie Irving for posting something, posting a link to Amazon Prime, and they trying to crucify this man, butt break this man publicly, at the same time trying to do a streaming deal with the same goddamn site, Amazon Prime. And not one time anybody challenged Jeff Bezos, questioning his integrity or whatever about this film. Now, I don't think they should either. I don't think they should mess with Jeff Bezos or Prime no more than I think they should be messing with Kyrie Irving. And my point is, if you ain't gonna f with him and you still trying to do business with this dude, then why is you with this guy right here and you trying to taint this man's business for posting something? You sitting here trying to he posted something from the same people that you trying to do a streaming deal with, and you ain't held their feet to the fire not one motherfucking time. I will not watch the NBA until these motherfuckers publicly apologize to Kyrie Irving. Well, let me go ahead and get ready for this rally for reparations. Shit about to be big.
We're behind enemy lines, dog. One beat down and never compare to 439 years of captivity. Never.
Threat to America, beat up and battered, hung by a jury at 12 angry crackers. My people program, we're moving at backwards.
I'm very happy to be here. I am ecstatic. No bullshit. I am ecstatic, man. I am thrilled. You know?
Let's have a party. Summertime, and the sun don't set the line. As long as the beat don't break in line, keep popping. Grab my shades so the sun don't blind me, no. Never like the summertime in the hood. Let's have a blood party. Get on up, ain't got nothing else to do. Let's have a barbecue. Have it fun. Everybody go.
Oh, you good?
First of all, I want to say, Assalamu alaikum. To all my brothers and sisters around the world, and you brothers right here, and you sisters right here, I love y'all. I want to do this because I want to make sure that our young people understand, like, when we leave, they are responsible for our next move.
Power to the people, power to the people. I first want to answer a few things because I got some people on Twitter that say I do not support reparations, and that's a lie. I do support reparations, and I say it with my own voice. I don't need nobody on Twitter to say it for me. Yeah, I'm running for mayor of Washington, D.C. I'm the independent candidate running for mayor of Washington, D.C. When I left the Democrats, they was talking about some red you can't do nothing as an independent. And I told them, we can do it. We can do it. And now we facing Muriel Bowser head up, and now she's scared as heck. So I'm not gonna stay up here long because there's so many beautiful speakers, but I do want to say this to everybody. We have the power to be powerful. Look around this. This is us. We got the power to be powerful. Let's continue to be powerful. Let's don't be scared of anyone. Let's don't let anybody turn us back. Let's keep smiling. Let's keep laughing. Let our spirit shine through this whole country. And let's don't let anybody stop us.
It's found in the African American history and culture, life of Malcolm X, and African traditional religions. He loves all of our people. Oh, he's behind me. I was gonna go on and on. Give it up for Baba James Small.
So, FBA, do you understand who you are? Then stop being afraid of anybody that try to encroach on you. Secret to life is to have no fear. It was Malcolm that told us that. Reparation isn't a question. We're gonna get it because we're gonna take it. But it's your method. And so it's a legal question in the world. But how many people in here ever had a job or got a business? Raise your hand. You do it to get paid, right? So if somebody works your ass for 400 years and don't pay you, don't they owe you? I mean, think of it now. Somebody worked you for 400 years. Don't they owe you? And don't that come with back pay? Don't that come with interest? Isn't that yours? See, some people try to make us feel bad for asking. Some of our own too, for reparations.
House niggas.
This isn't a question of asking anybody for anything. We're telling somebody, you forced me to render a service you didn't pay for. In the process, you murdered nearly 50 million of my kind. You owe me. I'm not asking you for anything. Dr. Asa Hilliard said, and I want to get this one straight.
He came to my church when I was 12.
Clap it up.
Right around the time he released Black Labor, White Wealth, there was this other church that my church was like a sister church with, Crenshaw Christian Center out in LA. And Fred Price and his mustache allowed Dr. Paul Anderson to come on down. And so as a kid, I was like, who is this dude? He's saying something I ain't never heard before. He sounds different than Al Sharpton. He sounds different than Jesse Jackson. You know what I mean? Like, who is this dude? And then I never saw him again for a long time until Hidden Colors. And so, hey, that's what really got me into it.
So what was it about Dr. Anderson and his message or his work that really inspired you?
He was unapologetically black.
Yes.
You know?
Wow. I'm taking this in. What's up, everybody?
What's good?
B1? 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 Right on. Okay. We must educate our own children because the public school is killing them at an early age. Our public schools are nothing but prisons on training wheels, and they're training our kids to become little white supremacists. Second thing we must do after we educate our own children, we must create our own jobs. A lot of our people cannot be free because you cannot expect to fight a power and beg them for resources at the same time. The man who feeds my family, I can't look at him and say, I'm the man of this house. He's the man of the house.
That's right.
So we have to create our own jobs so we don't send our kids across town begging for a job from people who hate them. The third thing we must do is we must support black businesses by any means necessary. Black people, you are not poor. You are not broke. Black people have 1.6 trillion in spending power. That exceeds the gross domestic product of Russia, Mexico, Saudi Arabia. We're tied with Canada. How in the hell can you have a spending amount that matches the GDP of Canada and call yourselves poor? So you don't have a lack of resources. You have a lack of planning, a lack of mindset, a lack of focus. Everything that we need, we've already got.
FBAs, why don't you go to the Africans who sold you?
Have y'all heard that one?
Yeah.
Well, I say to that, number one, the African who sold us, well, he got a one-off. Number two, those countries don't exist no more. Those countries over there were colonized and they were absorbed into the white European power structure, so all of their resources were drained. So they need to get the resources from the white power structure in Europe that dominated them, while we're getting money from the white power structure that dominated us, the United States government. Another rebuttal, they say, well, all white people didn't even own slaves during slavery. So how are white people responsible? We didn't all own slaves. But it was a slave economy where everybody benefited from the slave economy. So if you were a white person in the 1800s working for the train station economy was built on the resources that were taken back and forth from the south to the north. So you owe. If you work for an insurance company in the 1800s, yeah, you didn't own a slave, but you were insuring slaves and you were making money off slavery. If you were a white person in the 1800s working for a bank or a factory, you were getting all the raw materials and refining it in those northern factories, benefiting from slavery. So the whole economy was based on the labor of our foundational Black American ancestors.
Gregg Marcel Dixon is from South Carolina. He's part of his Gullah Geechee heritage. He's an educator, and he is running against Mr. James Clyburn. No, that's not why I did that. I'm gonna be respectful. But he's in the process of running. Give it up for Marcel, y'all.
So, DC, where are you? SC, where are you? All right. All my people, give yourselves a round of applause for being here today.
Organizing trainings. I have taken her training. So has Miss Christy Williams is a trainer. Our sister Tezlyn does excellent work. She also does political commentary. She's coming up to discuss ways in which we can organize politically in order to get these tangibles out here. So without further ado, we're gonna bring up our sister Tezlyn Figaro.
Here I go. All right, guys. What's happening, DC? What's happening, DC?
Peace, peace. Yo, I just got home probably like 2 hours ago. Wish I could have stayed and attended the after party, man. You know, damn. I wish I could have attended the after party. But I was at the rally for reparations. One of the best experiences I ever had in my life, no lie. And I got a lifetime full of great experiences. But this was different, man. This was real different, you know. I've been scrambling for a while. So what I was able to do this weekend to even make it out here in 3 weeks since the announcement of the new date, shit, That was immaculate within itself. But I say all that to say this. I've had some great moments this year. This was by far the greatest. And the energy out there was just next level, man. You know, it's rare that I'm in a space where everybody want the same damn thing I want. You know, we damn near, we might not see everything exact, you know what I'm saying? But we see a great amount of it, at least 85 to 90, you know what I'm saying? Very, very, very cool, man. I enjoyed myself. I really did, man. I met some people out there, you know. Met some people out there, good people, man. That shit was everything, man. Everything, man. See, I was a little boy when Minister Farrakhan had the Million Man March, you know? And keep it real with you, I was already leaning on that type of time around then. You gotta understand, when I was younger, hip hop was still controlling the minds of the youth when I was young. But there's a reason why corporate America got their hand on the pulse of this shit now. Because when I was coming up, I was listening to shit like Ice Cube Death Certificate. You know what I'm saying? I Wanna Kill Sam. You know what I mean? Hip hop was the shit. We were taught shit back then, man. They were educating you. They were entertaining you at the same time, but they was educating the hell out of you. Especially Cube, man. You know, Cube, one of my favorite artists, man. Top 3 in my opinion. I don't give a damn about who in your top 3. I got a, oh shit, somebody just got their shit twisted. I think I should go sit in the car. Fuck all that shit. Bullet ain't got no name, nigga. Fuck that. Damn, did I lock myself out the car? What the fuck I'm doing? This ain't no damn horror movie now. What the fuck we doing? Being at the rally, it made me think about some things for myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this to just be something I attended and life just goes on and I ain't doing shit. Nah, man. I gotta manifest some things into reality. So, you know, on my drive home, outside of thinking about what a hell of a time I had and how great the event was, I'm thinking about what the hell I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? I gotta figure that out.
Yeah, the fucks are given non-refundable, so you better get comfortable, feeling uncomfortable. Hair wool, eyes of fire, feet of bronze, your photos ain't matching him. Jesus is white, but Yeshua was African. They told us that our God's white, so today we treat each other like devils. Why we treat white people like they God-like? It's psychological, methodical, volatile. 60 years of eating our plays, time for an honorable. The system is